Hey guys, Infidel 1258 here. I want to do a video today talking about value. What makes value? How do we store value? What is a store of value? And how does value differ from price? So, this comes out of a conversation I saw online on steemit.com with a friend of mine. He was debating somebody about whether money can be a store of value and whether gold is a store of value, and I guess whether gold is money. And but I just want to approach it from simply what is even a store of value and what is value. I think the first starting point has got to be the distinction that I believe to exist between the idea of price, which is what you pay for something, and value, which is what you get when you buy something. The value is the intrinsic quality of the object you're purchasing, the intrinsic capabilities, utility, beauty, condition and function of the thing you're buying, and the price is what you pay for it. So you can get a great price for something or a terrible price. Look at a t-shirt. A t-shirt has a certain amount of utility, beauty, function, desirability. So it has an innate quality of value. However, the price can wildly vary depending on what artist's name is on the back. If it says Joe Fresh, it's going to be a $10 t-shirt. If it says some fancy schmancy clothing designer, it might be a $400 plain white t-shirt. Your value is the same because it's still just this plain white t-shirt, and it still only has that basic utility and I would say beauty, but the price can vary wildly. So always know that price is what you pay, but value is what you get. And then from there, so if we understand the distinction between price and value, how does one store their wealth into the future? If you work hard to earn wealth, how can you store it successfully, safely, and well into the future for you and your generations to come? You can buy commodities that are respected, that have a long-standing history of being used as mediums of exchange as well as stores of value, like gold. Thousands of years of being used as a medium of exchange. And more recently, you could probably say gold isn't the best medium of exchange, but absolutely today in 2018, you can take an ounce of gold somewhere and trade it within an hour. I don't care where you are. I'm sure you can liquidate an ounce of gold today, wherever you are, meaning that it absolutely is a medium of exchange. Probably not the best one anymore, but I think we're going to go back to it one day, and so that's a separate conversation. But it is a medium of exchange, and so you want to absolutely buy. You need to store your wealth, the wage you earn, whatever your hard job is, and wherever you're earning your money. You need to store that in a form that's not going to disappear overnight, and you can look to history, like I said, with gold, and rely on that. With gold or silver, you have that kind of assurance, historic assurance, and that's why I stack silver, and why I'm holding 10 silver ounces right as I speak. It's a Indian head silver round, and history shows silver has value. It has value today for solar panels, for jewelry, for classic photography, and other things too. And it's also a medium of exchange, so it has value. You can hold it, you can store it. No one can take it away unless they physically rob you. And so you will have, if you buy an ounce of silver, you have a roughly $15 worth of value stored away in your pocket. But we need to get away from what is it worth in US dollars. That's one of the problems in the conversation. That's one of the presuppositions that cause confusion about what is value in the first place. People think about how much is an ounce of silver worth. Well, today it's $14.60 some cents, so it's worth $14.62. No, it's not worth $14.62. It has a price of $14.62. The value is well beyond that, and you can look at history. You can look at the supply. You can look at the ongoing mining production and how it's Mining production barely keeps up with the utility, industrial, and commercial functions of silver annually. Um, and you can quickly recognize, and also then you take into consideration the historic sense of silver as money and a medium of exchange, and the fact that I think the fiat dollar is going to collapse, and we're going to be looking for something that can serve that purpose, which is easily silver. And you recognize immediately that the value of silver is not $14 US. In fact, I would stop thinking about anything in US dollars today if you can. Stop it, because it's part of playing in the Ponzi scheme, the pyramid scheme of fiat dollars in the first place. If a currency can be printed at will infinitely, it's not money. And fiat dollars, US dollars, can be printed at will infinitely, like Zimbabwe, whatever they were called, or German Weimar Republic German marks, or pick your hyperinflation. Pick your historic example of hyperinflation. There are many. The dollar goes to zero. Every dollar goes to zero because they are nothing, backed by nothing, and promises on future wealth that are that can never be repaid. And so they are nothing, literally. It's just hot air. Stop thinking about your wealth in fiat value. Your health, your health and your wealth are worth more than a given amount of US value. So stop thinking about it that way. So value is not price, and you can store value into the future by holding real wealth. Real wealth. To some extent, property is a store of value, but at the current bubble state that real estate is in, it's not. Stocks, bonds, to some extent they are stores of value, but they are poor stores of value when you take into consideration the fiat inflation that occurs in the bubble that they've created in stocks and bonds. The only thing I would argue that today you can consider a real store of value is Bitcoin, and perhaps a couple other cryptocurrencies like Litecoin and XRP, and maybe a couple others, but frankly, that's for cryptocurrency, that's probably all. Or gold and silver. These are stores of value. They will be stores of value in the future. You can buy it and hold on to it and keep your wealth secure, and you should. Bitcoin as well has the same qualities, and I would argue are better. So that's my views on store of value. Money is a store of value. Real money. Real money is a store of value. Fiat currency is not a store of value. Stop valuing your life and wealth in US dollars. It's a ghost, it's a figment. I think Thomas Jefferson said, paper money is the ghost of real paper currency is the ghost of real money. And that's so true. So anyways, that's my view on value and price, and more broadly the issue of what a store of value is. Make preparations for yourself and your own family today. Investigate, educate, acquire bullion and Bitcoin, buy food and water. Be prepared, because whether an emergency unfolds tomorrow with respect to a natural disaster, which you never know can come any day, or global fiat Ponzi schemes blow up, you will need real wealth, real commodity, food and water, actual physical currency that stores your wealth into the future. Not trusting some bank to hold your wealth. Thanks a lot, guys, for your time and attention. I hope you have an awesome day. If this was helpful, please leave a like and subscribe. Comments are appreciated. I'm happy to respond to whoever and to anything. Thanks a lot, and have an awesome day. Bye for now. God bless.